Peace. This is Lord Akasha, and with this video I would like to speak on how self-love was generated by the Matrix to keep us separated, sleep, and keep us away from ascension. Now I know this may be hard for some people to believe or understand, because self-love has been pushed to us so much through the conscious community that we are now beginning to believe that self-love is the way to ascension. But going beyond self is the way to ascension. We have been loving ourselves through the entire time of us being asleep. But it is the self that the Matrix has given us. The self that needs to be validated. The self that needs instructions. The self that needs fulfillment and pleasures. True ascension is caused by the removal of self. Once you remove the self, then you realize you have nothing else but to serve those who still find themselves entrapped within the cell of a self. And many will say, the oneness, the teachings of a oneness is an entrapment because it has not been successful. But the only reason it has not been successful is because people are trying to use the teachings of a oneness to validate the self by doing actions that would appear to be of a unity. But once you begin to realize that the person that you are engaging yourself in, the person that you are indulging yourself in, has been given to you by the Matrix. You will begin to realize that there really is no self to love. Because within loving that self, you are now loving the Matrix. You are loving your validation that you are receiving by the Matrix. We must go beyond the self. Once you go beyond the self, then you can step into the oneness. Now you can engage yourself in the body of it all. The one body that is moving through God consciousness. And it is not, you cannot measure oneness based off of others' actions. You can only measure it based off of how much of yourself you have lost, based off of how much of yourself you have given up and merged into the oneness.